The Jordan Peele brand is officially broken, and him is why. Critics hated it, the audiences walked out, and the movie tanked.
Well, something, something that you're not supposed to do, something you're not supposed to touch, something that is culturally sacred, and to figure out how to cross that boundary in a way that brings everybody along.
We all wanted this to be great, a supernatural football horror. Marlon Wayans finally getting a serious horror moment with the Get Out producer's name plastered on the poster. It was supposed to be a dream come true. So how did it fall apart so fast? How did it go from an electric moment of hype and excitement to a hype hangover? Stick around, I'm going to show you the receipts, the exact moment the hype snapped, and the one lesson studios should learn before they slap a famous name on the poster. Now, for us to dissect this theory, let's take a little step back to the movie itself. And for some of us that haven't seen the movie yet, here's the short version. So Cade is a young football player. He had a head injury and his dream looked finished. Then Isaiah White, a famous old quarterback Cameron always looked up to from his childhood, shows up and says, "Train with me," which to many of us is a dream come true, right? Now Cam goes to Isaiah's private compound in the desert. At first, it looks like a tough training. Then it turns strange. The drills are brutal, there are rituals, and the fans act like cult members. Isaiah asks Cam to do things that are dangerous and wrong because he believes it is what winners must do. So Cam must choose, trade his body and mind for one more shot at fame, or walk away as himself. However, almost the whole plot of the movie is vague and lacks details until a few minutes towards the end that we discover that a huge ritual will be carried out to confirm the new star athlete, which to me was kinda the part I was looking out for, only to find it was just a tiny fraction of the movie. Honestly, I thought the movie was about to deep dive into rituals in sports, the huge sacrifices that come with greatness, and how we can relate it to the world of sports in real life. I thought the movie would match the energy of what we saw on the trailer, and guess whose name on the trailer assured me that I was in for a good time? Yep, you guessed right, Jordan Peele's name. Now, when I watched the trailer of the movie, I was excited, and when I saw Jordan Peele's involvement in the movie, I was no longer at ease. My head could blow off with excitement. Well, that was until I watched the movie. I felt cheated and scammed. And looking at the cinema score, I realized I wasn't alone. Concept was good, execution was trash. I set my expectations too high for this and was disappointed. It was just an okay movie. For some of us who don't obsess over movie metrics like I do, the cinema score is the early warning system. It is the grades movie givers give a movie on opening night. Now, a bad critic review sometimes can be a badge of honor, but a C- from a paying customer, now that's an emergency alert. But here's the part that really stings. Why did so many people give it a chance on day one? Because the name on the poster whispered promises. From producer Jordan Peele. That line does heavy lifting. People walked in expecting the kind of smart, layered horror that makes you think and squirm at the same time. The kind of movie that keeps you talking for days. Instead, they got something flashy, scattershot, and let's be honest, not exactly Peele. Peele didn't write it, he didn't direct it, he produced it. Sure, he wasn't as involved as his previous movies, but Monkeypaw had a hand in it. Just because Jordan isn't directing doesn't mean it can't still be a bad movie. Just think about it, would the reaction be the same if they posted produced by some random company? Probably not. The Peele name set expectations so high that disappointment became inevitable. Now, if a production company markets a film like a Jordan Peele picture, we the audience are expecting a certain brain and tone. If the movie shows up without that brain, viewers feel scammed, and trust me, people hate feeling tricked. We take to our phones and post the disappointed impressions that the movie has made on us. So let's stack it up. A head-scratching, borderline unwatchable movie that doesn't reward attention, an audience that vocally hated it on day one, and marketing that overpromised and underdelivered. That combo isn't just a bad week, it's brand damage. Viewers start to think if this is what Peele-produced means, I'll wait on DVD. Now that's not a one-off flop, that's a dent in trust.
This is simply a movie that shouldn't exist.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to dunk on anyone for trying. Movies do take risks, some risks pay off, but there's risk and then there's leaving your audience angry and confused and feeling lied to. If you call a flick pale adjacent and then hand audiences a different genre entirely, you are not expanding your audience, you are fracturing the community that trusted you. Here's the takeaway that should scare studio execs. Big names can open doors, but they can't carry a weak product forever. Names get attention. Names don't fix stories, tone, editing, or the feeling of being used from the audience. If you are going to use a famous name as your megaphone, make sure the thing behind the megaphone actually speaks in that voice. So tell me, at what point of the movie did you feel disappointed? Is it the marketing that proved to be forced advertising, or the cinema ratings? Drop your pick in the comments and explain why. I want the hot takes. I will read every single one and pin the best, funniest, or most convincing reply. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you like this video, check out my deep dive on why The Witcher might be finished. It's messier than this one. Peace.